Flesh and Blood is a Paul Verhoeven movie. I watched this one before in film school, but I've forgotten all about it. After, RoboCop in my childhood, I wanted to watch more Paul Verhoeven movies. And a lot of people have seen RoboCop and Total Recall, but they haven't seen most of his early stuff. I think I've seen Soldier of Orange and Spetters and Turkish Delight. But this one's about Arnold Feeney. He is an aristocrat who lost his city during a coup. So he hires a bunch of brigands and mercenaries to attack the city to take it back. He promises them 24 hours of looting if they're able to take back the city immediately. And they're able to do so brutally. And however, they are all betrayed. Mainly Lieutenant Martin. He is with his lover's with child, and he's happy and excited. And however, Captain Hawkwood betrays all of them, and with cannons, and he says, drop your weapons, drop your loot, get out of the city. You're being banished, exiled. Don't return or we'll hang you. So Martin, he suffers some misfortune with a small group, and they dig up a statue of Saint Martin and decide to get revenge and a holy crusade against Arnold Feeney. Arnold Feeney's moved on rather quickly, though. His son Stephen is going to be betrothed to the beautiful Agnes, who is a virgin. And Stephen's kind of like a egghead kind of character. He likes inventions and gadgets and learning and books and scholarly stuff, and he doesn't want to marry. However, Agnes is beautiful, and they meet for a little bit. However, their caravan is attacked by Martin and his group pretending to be pilgrims. So they take the caravan, they injure Arnold Feeney, and they basically kidnap Agnes by accident. So this is where the conflict of the movie sort of is. Agnes is taken by force by Martin, and however, he kind of likes her, but he can't really tell the group that he's smitten with her, so he kind of protects her sort of from the shadows and becomes a sort of weird power dynamic. And then they attack a castle and they take it over, and then the castle gets sieged by Stephen's forces. And this is a really brutal movie. It takes place in like the 1500s, so like a lot of just like cleaving of people's heads off and old school sort of adventure. It definitely takes out the romanticization part of the medieval ages, because the plague is introduced as a plot point, and people are dirty and nasty and running around caving people's heads in, and you can just take things by force and against their will if you feel like it, and no one can really stop you. It's whoever has the more might is in control. So the movie does play with the power dynamic, because Agnes, she's in her situation with Martin, but she kind of still likes Stephen, so she's trying to find a way to help them, and then she keeps swapping sides. It's a really interesting little power struggle dynamic thing, and overall it's equal parts eroticism and brutal medieval action, power struggles and dynamics. It's pretty interesting. I quite like this one a lot. It's not perfect, it's a little bit clunky and long, but I really like the actors, and they do a really good job sort of building up this brutal world. There's a lot of little fun side characters, like a little reunion for Blade Runner, because Rutger Hauer was Roy Batty and the other guy was one of the other replicants. So Flesh and Blood is a really solid film. I give it a 7 out of 10.